Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Shilpa Data Insights. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Shilpa Data Insights. So you would be knowing if you are a developer, ID is super important, right? So there are so many types of IDs already available, like you have PyCharm, you have Eclipse, you have Visual Studio Code. Nowadays, Visual Studio Code is actually gaining a lot of popularity, and that's because of AI, because a lot of AI integration is done with the Visual Studio Code. I have already created a video how to install PyCharm in Windows and Mac. If you want to install PyCharm and you just want to get started with Python, SQL, or any other language, go ahead, install PyCharm because it's very easy to use. However, if you want to go ahead and start using AI along with your IDE, I would recommend to go with Visual Studio Code. It's very easy to set up. Within 2 minutes, you will be able to set it up and you will be ready to go. So in the coming playlist that I have already launched, I have started the AI series. In that AI series, I am doing a GitHub Copilot CLI. So you can go in that video and start learning about the GitHub Copilot CLI. It will be very useful if you are a developer. So without any delay, let's get started with today's video, how to install Visual Studio Code in Mac in few minutes. So for installing the Visual Studio Code, you have to go to the Google. You can just type Visual Studio Code and you can click on the download. If it is a Windows, it will show you for the Windows link, and if it's a Mac, if it will show you the Mac link. Even if you don't click on download and you just write it, the first website that will come up here is the code.visualstudio.com. So you always have to actually install a software from its authentic website. Don't install it from any website that you want, right? So you click on the download Visual Studio Code, it will give you these options, right? This is one way. And if you don't click on the download, right, and you just go ahead and write Visual Studio Code here, then it will give you this particular website, that is code.visualstudio.com. Now in this, you see, soon as you write it down, it says download for Mac. It actually tells you what are the features of the Visual Studio Code and so on. You can read out the article if you want, right? There are so many things that has been enhanced in Visual Studio Code, and that's why it's so famous right now in among developers. Now let's click on download for Mac, and as soon as you click on download for Mac, you see here download is in progress. Once the download is done, then you just click on it and you have to install it. So it will just take few seconds for the installation to happen. Meanwhile, what we are actually installing is this particular version, which is around version 1.121, right? So if you want to learn about it, you can go ahead and learn the Visual Studio Code, AI core concepts, and some tutorials related to it as well. So it also give you the setup, how to get started, the code faster with AI, and so on. Okay, why I'm saying all these things is because it's very important. If in case you need some issue, if you face, then you can come back and actually learn from it. So it also tells you about the features like agents. It has the documentation. If you want, you can click on the documentation, you can go through it, right? It has everything. Let's say, as I will be starting with the GitHub Copilot, if you are eager to learn about it, you can also check it out here from here. But I will tell you exactly the step by step in the videos that I'm actually creating, how exactly you can go ahead and integrate your AI with your Visual Studio Code, and how efficiently you can use AI if you are a developer, if you are an engineer, or if you are a data scientist, or anyone, right? AI is something that you really need to know nowadays without any fail. So without any chit chat more, that we have already installed it. So let me double click on this. You see it says Visual Studio Code, it says happy coding, which is a very great interface that I can see here, and there's an application. So what you can do is, first thing, if you want this application in your applications folder, always click on it and drag it to the application. So what it will do is, it's going to put this application in your application folder. So it says copying this to applications, and it has around 946 MB. I'm not sure if I have that much of space right now, but let's see. If in case there's any error, then I will just fix it up. But this is what it's actually going and copying it into the applications. And it's going to take just 4 seconds, not more than 4 seconds, and then we will start the installation because the download is already complete. So if I go here and let's see if my application is already present here, it should be there. Okay, let's leave that. So let's install it now. So when you are installing it for the first time, then it will give you this bar up and down, right, will allow you to install it. So let's wait. So you see now it says verifying Visual Studio Code and it's installing. You can, okay, once it starts installing, it says Visual Studio Code is an app downloaded from the internet. Are you sure you want to open it? Yes, I want to sure I'm open it. This will come up every time, the first time you are trying to install a software, right? So I'll click on this open button and it will do it. And my system is going slow, so let's wait. So here we go, it's now installed. It says welcome to Visual Studio Code and continue with GitHub or Google or this. You can sign in with any account and it will allow you to use the AI. So let me enlarge this. You will see this Visual Studio Code is there, and on the right side there's build with agent, right? The installation process is complete. See, it's just a 2 minutes work and your installation is done. Now if you have to use the AI agent, you can just start typing here what you want to build and you can do it. And even you can customize these agent skills, prompts, MCP servers, and so on. If you want to see all your files, you can go ahead and click on this open folder and you can check all your files. For example, you want to see your files in documents, you can click on open folder and do it. If you want to connect this to your repository, you can clone the repository and your repository files will be actually put here. And when you are doing a pull and push, if you would be knowing what is a pull and push if you are a developer, if not, then do watch a video to see what exactly how to pull and push your files into your Git. Now, in this, you will see your pull and push commands in the repositories and all. And there are some extensions that you can definitely download, and it's highly recommended. Whatever language you are actually doing in your Visual Studio Code, you should actually download it. So for example, you can download this Python, you can download Pylance as well, and C, C++, Jupyter Notebook, and so on. Like there are so many things that you can actually install according to your requirement. Now our installation is complete. So let's say if you want to install this in Windows, it's the same process. You will get a zip file, you just have to extract it and then you have to install it. So that's all for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Do hit the like button, subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. And if you want to watch AI videos, I'll pin it in the I button. Thanks, keep learning and keep growing. Thank you so much for watching and I wish you have a good day.